All right, well, come along with me today. I don't have a hard day. Got actually an easy day. Checking the refrigerant on system, doing an install review, which you can't really film that too much. And then I've got a big repair I got to do this afternoon. So this is what we like to call the shoulder seasons here in central Indiana. You know, it's still technically the summer season, but it's September, and like currently the temp is, I don't know, like 55 degrees. It's not even that warm in the shade. So some people are using their air conditioners, most people aren't. Not quite the furnace season yet, doing some furnace cleaning checks, but yeah. So anyways, after the summer rush, an easy day is kind of nice, so follow along. All right, well, here we are. This is a XV18, I think is what it's called. Train communicating variable speed outdoor unit, heat pump, 3-ton. And I am just here to verify the refrigerant levels, because many of you are familiar with the refrigerant shortages that have been going on. And so we've just gone back to some of our installs and just double checking to make sure everything's up to where it needs to be. And this one's got plenty of refrigerant in it. So after running some tests, making sure everything's good, it'll be a quick and easy job and I'll be out of here. Well, that's never a good thing when you show up at someone's house and the drain line is broken off. So I don't know what's going on here, but I'm here to do the maintenance and then a follow-up from a repair that was done earlier in the year to determine if we have a leak or anything. Every time you do PVC, you should always do glue and primer. Every time, glue and primer. We are going to check some sensors. We've got this sensor, and then we have the electronic expansion valve. There's a ground test point, and then there's evap temp, and then down here is gas temp. Evap temp is the orange one, gas temp is the black one. The system's not running, just the fan is. So really, my DC reading should be very, very similar for both of them. So 1.6 volts and evap temp 1.6. So I don't think I have any problems there. Should have 20 here in a minute when it kicks on. Now I got 40 total, so 40 on one circuit and 20 on the other. That's correct for a 15 kW heater, which is what we got there. And now it shuts itself off. Look how nice and succinct and complete that is. All right, well, check the refrigerant levels and they're low. So now I'm doing a leak check down in this thing because I'm pretty sure it's on one of them switches. Probably the high pressure switch because it was repaired before. Sometimes that happens. Compressor. High pressure switch. That's a pretty substantial leak. And I'm 99% certain this has been replaced. I'll have to look it up in the history. So, yeah, unfortunately, it didn't like the stress of being repaired once before. Probably just gonna put a nice braze over the top of that. You know, once I pull the refrigerant out of it. I'm also gonna make sure it's not bubbling from anywhere else. But that's it. There's our leak. And I found it because that thing, the little insulator, was just absolutely covered in oil. So my leak detector picked it up And then, of course, I've confirmed with Bubbles. Well, done for the day with that project. Turns out that leak is, it's the hottest part of the system, right off the top of the compressor. So I don't know what those things are, 140 degrees or so. No surprise that braze joint gave up the ghost. So, customer did not have the time for me to stay and do the repair, even though I was prepared to do it. So we've contacted the office and scheduled them for next Monday. So, well, here we are back at this place, and this is like a week later. So they couldn't do the repair the other day when I was here, so we just arranged for me to come back. And so I already got it tore down, and we're gonna braze that leaking joint, make it right, and then recharge the system with the proper amount of R410A refrigerant. Well, kind of hard to film that when you need both your hands, but I just layered on some Silphos. Made sure to get everything nice and hot, get it to flow real well, and covered everything. We'll pressure test it here in a minute once it cools down. And after I braze the new filter dryer that I just got put in place. That's supposed to be in the right on there. Just keep your eye on that. Well, I didn't get any other video from those days. As you can see, it's a couple days after Christmas. Kids have already raided the stockings. So anyways, no more footage to show you. Hope you enjoyed that video. Like, subscribe for more. See you on the next one.